intellectual disability, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, autism, staffing and organization, board of directors, board committees, transparency and public information, careers, contact us who we serve. The term developmental disabilities applies to a whole group of conditions that may cause physical, learning, language, or behavioral impairment. According to the CDC, about 1 in 6 children in the United States have one or more developmental disabilities or other developmental delays. These conditions begin before the age of 18, have an impact on daily life, and generally last throughout a person's life. Alta, California Regional Center assists individuals with specific developmental disabilities and their families in accessing appropriate services so that every individual can live up to their highest potential. Intellectual disability. The name of the condition we know today as intellectual disability has changed over time. Most recently it was primarily known as mental retardation. Although the name has changed, the essential elements of the diagnosis, limitations in intellectual functioning, behavior limitations in adapting to environmental demands, and early age onset, have not substantially changed. Read more. Cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy, CP, is a non-progressive pathologic lesion in the developing infant or child's brain causing permanent motor and/or sensory impairment. American Academy of Pediatrics. Read more. Epilepsy. Epilepsy, sometimes called a seizure disorder, refers to a disorder which causes recurring seizures. Read more. Autism. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, or autism is a brain-based disorder that affects a person's social interaction, communication, and causes other behavioral patterns that interfere with daily functioning. Read more. Stay informed. Sign up for periodic email notifications on news and events. Legal definition: developmental disabilities from the Lanterman Act. Our demographics. Who does Alta serve? Our service area. Are you in our area? Causes of developmental disabilities. Contact us. 2241 Harvard Street, Suite 100, Sacramento, California 95815. 916-978-6400. Service area. We provide services in Alpine, Colusa, El Dorado, Nevada, Placer, Sacramento, Sierra, Sutter, Yolo, and Yuba counties. Resources: CalFresh Search Jobs Board Information, CMS Final Rule, and HCBS Vendor Forms Request for Proposals, RFP, Register to Vote. Clients and families. Applicants. Early childhood, school-age, adulthood, family members. Resource Center. Stay informed. Sign up for periodic email notifications on news and events. Full name, * email address, * category, *. Created by Digital Deployment Back to Home.
It's like long. I find it.
Skip to main content. Alta, California Regional Center. About us. What is Alta Regional Center? What is Alta Regional Center? Who we serve. Intellectual disability, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, autism, staffing and organization, board of directors, board committees, transparency and public information, careers. Contact us. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, or autism is a brain-based disorder that affects a person's social interaction, communication, and causes other behavioral patterns that interfere with daily functioning. Characteristics: autism spectrum disorder, ASD, and autism are both terms applied to a complex group of brain disorders. Signs of ASD appear before 3 years of age and is considered a lifelong disorder. Autism is characterized by an inability to form emotional ties, including a lack of responsiveness to other people. Language skills in children with autism are delayed, abnormal, or absent. Language problems are typically present by the second year of life. A third area of concern for children with autism is the presence of repetitive movements and routines that are distinctly different from other children. Intellectual ability among children with autism varies greatly from intellectual disability to average intelligence and above. Children with ASD may also have motor coordination difficulties, attention and physical health issues including gastrointestinal disturbances. Other coexisting conditions are often associated with autism. These others can include, but are not limited to, problems processing sensory information, sleep disorder, underlying genetic syndromes such as Fragile X, or seizure disorder. The incidence of autism is estimated to be 1 in 68 children born in the United States. Autism is 4 to 5 times more common in boys than in girls, with 1 in 42 boys and 1 in 189 girls diagnosed with ASD. More than 3 million people in the U.S. are affected by ASD. With the publication of best practice standards for clinical screening, diagnosis and assessment of children suspected of having autism, accuracy of the diagnostic process has improved significantly. Outlook: because many of the symptoms of ASD are shared with several other childhood disorders, formal diagnostic evaluation is needed by a qualified psychologist or developmental pediatrician to ensure an accurate diagnosis. The earlier the disorder is diagnosed, the sooner the child can be helped through treatment interventions. Reliable diagnoses can typically be achieved by age 3 years. Each child with ASD is different. Some go on to live full, independent lives. Others are unable to live independently and have significant disabilities. Because the term autism spectrum disorder is an umbrella term, people with autism are often spoken of as being on the spectrum, reflecting the range of impact that autism can have on a person's daily life and abilities. Causes of developmental disabilities: how to apply for services we can help. Additional resources: autism, contact us 2241 Harvard Street, Suite 100, Sacramento, California 95815. 916-978-6400. Service area: we provide services in Alpine, Colusa, El Dorado, Nevada, Placer, Sacramento, Sierra, Sutter, Yolo, and Yuba counties. Resources: CalFresh Search Jobs Board Information, CMS Final Rule, and HCBS Vendor Forms Request for Proposals, RFP Register to Vote. Clients and families. Applicants: Early Childhood, School-Age Adulthood, Family Members Resource Center. Stay informed. Sign up for periodic email notifications on news and events. Full name, * email address, * category, *. Created by Digital Deployment Back to Home. skip to main content. Alta, California Regional Center. Home supporting you throughout your journey. Early childhood. School age. Adulthood. Family members services for you. Who we serve. We assist people with developmental disabilities and their families by building a team of supportive physicians, therapists, and other professionals for each of our clients. Am I eligible? We serve individuals who have intellectual and developmental disabilities, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, autism, and other similar conditions. See if you're eligible here. Service providers. Find our community of highly compassionate and effective service providers who share our vision and are authorized to provide high-quality, client-centered services. Self-determination. The self-determination program allows participants to have more control over selecting their services and supports by implementing person-centered plans based on the individual. What's happening? View all loading. Heat event. California is experiencing a statewide heat wave with temperatures expected over 100 degrees. Cal ISO, California Independent System Operator, announced an electrical emergency due to the high and increased electricity demand throughout the state and will be mandating all utility companies initiate rolling blackouts beginning August 17th at approximately 3 p.m. Your electricity may be cut off without notice, up to 4 hours. You can skip to main content. Alta, California Regional Center. Clients and families. Applicants. Early childhood, school-age children. Adulthood. Families. Resource Center publications and brochures. Self-determination program. Resources for families. Resources for clients. Generic resources and natural supports. Rights, advocacy and appeals. Register to vote. MHSA grant. Self-determination program. What is the self-determination program? In October of 2013, Governor Edmund G. Brown Jr. signed into law the Self-Determination Program, SDP, which will provide regional center clients and their families with a new option. As authorized in Welfare and Institutions Code, Section 4685.8, the Self-Determination Program is a voluntary delivery system consisting of a mix of services and supports, selected and directed by a participant through person-centered planning, in order to meet the objectives in his or her individual program plan, IPP. Self-determination services and supports are designed to assist the participant to achieve personally defined outcomes in community settings that promote inclusion. The law requires that before this program can be made available, the state of California, through the Department of Developmental Services, submits an application for the federal government to approve the Self-Determination Program, SDP, waiver. Once the SDP waiver application is approved by the federal government, participation in the SDP will be able to begin. The state of California has tentatively identified January 31st, 2018 as the submission date of the SDP waiver application to the federal government. Once the application is received by the federal government, a period of public comment and review will begin. We do not yet have an estimated date when this program will be implemented. DDS has developed informational materials for Regional Center to use as a guide to introduce the program to their communities. These materials are posted here for your review. DDS will make the final selection of participants. 3 years after the start of the pilot program, the opportunity for any eligible client, outside of the Early Start program, will be permitted to choose self-determination as an option. Information resources in multiple languages. How to enroll while self-determination program, SDP, process continues. There are opportunities for clients and or their families to express an interest in being considered for the initial 3-year rollout of the program. If you are interested in this program and would like to add your name to the list of people interested in participating in the initial rollout, please contact your ACRC service coordinator. Starting in January 2018, you will be required by DDS to attend an SDP informational meeting prior to consideration. Read more current participants of the Self-Determination Program. The Self-Determination Program, SDP, has begun. As a reminder, the SDP will begin with 2,500 clients statewide chosen by the Department of Developmental Services, DDS. The number of clients chosen to participate from ACRC catchment area is 179. The names of the participants for the first 3 years were identified on October 1, 2018 and were notified, via letter sent by the DDS. To continue in the program, participants were required to attend an SDP orientation and confirm their decision. Read more. Show all dates. Self-Determination Advisory Committee meeting. The Self-Determination Advisory Committee, SDAC, will meet at Alta, California Regional Center located at 2241 Harvard Street, Suite 100, Sacramento, California 95815, or via virtual web conferencing, on upcoming dates listed below. Upcoming meeting dates, all from 10. Skip to main content. Alta, California Regional Center. Clients and families. Applicants early childhood school-aged children, adulthood families. Resource Center publications and brochures. Self-Determination Program resources for families, resources for clients, generic resources, and natural supports. Rights, advocacy and appeals. Register to vote. MHSA grant resources for families. The Regional Center is a key point of contact for families with a family member who has a developmental disability. However, there are many other resources available to help families navigate this experience. Links to several of these resources are listed below. If you know of a good resource to add to our list, skip to main content. Alta, California Regional Center. Government sites. Below, you may find links to federal, state, and local government sites. California Department of Developmental Services, DDS, is the agency through which the state of California provides services and supports to children and adults with developmental disabilities. State Council on Developmental Disabilities. California Code of Regulations, Title 17 Search. California Department of Education, Special Education Division. Information and resources to serve the unique needs of persons with disabilities so that each person will meet or exceed high standards of achievement in academic and non-academic skills. California Medical Board. A physician survey and license lookup, a list of physicians on probation, information on how to choose a doctor, how to file a complaint against a health professional. Other important public health information can be found here. California Department of Rehabilitation. The California Department of Rehabilitation works in partnership with consumers and other stakeholders to provide services and advocacy resulting in employment, independent living, and equality for individuals with disabilities. California Department of Social Services. California Department of Mental Health. California Association of Health Facilities. California Department of Public Health. Americans with Disabilities Act homepage. Information and technical assistance on the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA. DDS Publications. DDS Wellness link. Locate your legislator. A quick way to find the senator and assembly member who represents you. Ombudsman, California Commission on Aging. Sacramento County Developmental Disabilities Council, Planning and Advisory Council. Social Security Disability Information. Social Security Administration. Share this page. This item appears in Resources for Families. Contact us 2241 Harvard Street, Suite 100, Sacramento, California 95815. 916-978-6400. Service area. We provide services in Alpine, Colusa, El Dorado, Nevada, Placer, Sacramento, Sierra, Sutter, Yolo, and Yuba counties. Resources. CalFresh Search Jobs Board Information, CMS Final Rule, and HCBS Vendor Forms Request for Proposals, RFP, Register to Vote. Clients and families. Applicants' early childhood school-age adulthood family members resource center stand for.
I need to get that first. Alta California Regional Center, CMS Final Rule Training. Then talks about the history of Alta Regional, definitions of a home and community-based service. And services are provided in person or home, community-based, rather than institutions or isolation. Example, I mean, come on now. This is America, and basically what happens in America is pretty much what happens in America. And services are happening in many different ways now. What we need to understand is that in order to get the federal dollars, people really need to be providing real services that you should be able to measure the maintenance of those services. But if you cannot understand that it's not happening for people who look like you, well, then there's just a problem. And that problem is what it is, truly. We can only understand that if we don't persist, then it's just not going to happen. So, anyways, I want to come and share this piece. I'm wondering, I'm going to pause for 1 second. I'm going to pause the recording.
Use website and keyboard navigation and screen reader mode. Open accessibility statement. Search State of Nevada. DETR press releases. Public records request about us. Contact us. ADA Assistance Employment Security Division, Nevada Equal Rights Commission, Rehabilitation Division, Research and Analysis Bureau. Economic data, quick links, vocational rehabilitation, youth and student services, business enterprise of Nevada, disability adjudication, business development solutions for employer services to the blind, visually impaired, Nevada State Rehabilitation Council resources. Partner agencies, employment supports, training, e-rehab, rehabilitation office locations, forms, and documents. Thank you for your interest in applying for the services offered by the State of Nevada, Bureau of Vocational Rehabilitation or Bureau of Services to persons who are blind or visually impaired. If you need assistance in filling out this form, please call 702-486-0388 in Southern Nevada, 775-823-8112 in Northern Nevada. Otherwise, please proceed in completing the form. After you complete this form, an application will be emailed to you at the email address you provide on this form. Vocational Rehabilitation Form. Are you a minor or under the age of 18? Asterisk yes, no. Are you your own legal guardian? Asterisk yes, no. If no, please provide legal guardian's email address. Are you still in high school or are a recent graduate? Asterisk yes, no. What high school do you attend? Asterisk are you seeking a sub-minimum wage certificate to work in sheltered employment? Asterisk yes, no. Are you referred by Job Connect One Stop? Asterisk yes, no. If yes, in which city or on what street? Do you want a virtual appointment or in-person appointment? Asterisk virtual, in person, your name, asterisk your email address, asterisk list any needed accommodation here. If you have any questions about applying, please call 775-823-8112 if in the northern part of the state, or 702-486-0388 if in the southern part of the state. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Copyright sign, copyrights 2020 Nevada Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation.
I just want you to know that Nevada does have a plan. Now, how it actually works, it's troubling because, okay, it's troubling. But anyways, it's online. Everything you might want to know is online. Even if you weren't a part of the planning process, it's online. And it's important that every citizen understand that, they've made agreements. Proper agreements with the agencies not carrying out activities under the statewide workforce development system. Describe your interagencies cooperation with utilization of services, facilities of agencies and programs that are not carrying out activities throughout the statewide workforce development system, federal, state, and whatever programs. I'm just trying to tell you, this is Nevada stuff. It doesn't really tell you anything. It's telling you what you should do, how the alignment should happen. And that's it. Here we go. Nevada was at VR has 16 executed agreements with local agencies, and here they are. Clark County has one. Washoe, Carson, Churchill, Douglas. I mean, come on now. I'm just trying to figure out how this is all flowing, how it actually happens. It's interesting. I was trying to get it to read this, but it wouldn't read it, so I'm not going to read it. But I am going to put the link in the video so that you can find it and download it on your own. Because it's good to understand that it's different here. VR services and the business services team continue to increase the capability to provide outreach specialized services to businesses. The DSU works diligently to educate business customers, providing information to financial incentives and other advantages using the agency hiring individuals with disabilities. The DSU reaches out to businesses through contract lists developed from local and state workforce boards, human resource associations, regional workforce, can't see the word, consortiums, whatever. Chamber of Commerce membership participation in statewide economic development efforts. These contacts capitalize upon one-on-one relationships that can be leveraged into employment opportunities, and I know that this can happen. And the pre-employment opportunities and training, including pre-employment transition to services for children or students with disabilities. Just adding the word. Anyways, please understand. Look, there's even one here. There's a partnership with Amazon and Pride Industries. That's Goodwill. Pride Industries. Starting at $15 an hour. But they have to be hired by Amazon. Now look at that. McDonald's, what is it? McDonald's, and come on now. They've created pathways. Not everybody takes advantage of them. This is only page 24 of 62. There's 62 pages of Nevada's plan. It talks about transition services, employment transition services for student and youth with disabilities. I don't know if that includes those people that are, the behavior issue ones. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are out there, foster youth and all that stuff. It's just difficult to find real outcomes here. I'll say that. And so anyways, I wanted to get on just because I talked about this Alta regional thing. Put a short video out. Been on there almost 47 minutes. Maybe I'll get dressed and do a morning sunrise talk later. Anyways, until I get back online, click and subscribe to me on YouTube and look back on my videos on my Facebook page and read the post. I mean, come on, now, you have to educate yourself. I can't educate. The walk in life, the journey is by yourself. You have to be willing to take that journey because no one else can take it for you. Until we meet again.